Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time here, my name is Udoh, and every week I share content that can help you master your personal finance and grow your wealth. So today's topic is going to be a little different. Today's topic is going to be life lesson learned. So normally my channel is mostly about personal finance and wealth creation, but I just wanted to shoot this video just to share some lessons with my younger audience, which I have quite a few younger people that follow my channel, and this is basically life lessons that I have learned and also things that I have observed that's going on today. So this video is going to be based on two parts. So the first part is going to be directed towards the male subscribers I have, because a large majority of my subscribers are male, and then the other portion are female. So I'm going to shoot this first half of this video will be directed towards the men, and it can apply to the women as well, but this is specifically for the men, and then the second half will be for my female subscribers. I know most times people say women first, but in this case let me address the men first, and I'll save the best for last. Okay, so for my female subscribers, just hang in there, because this will be very important for you as well. Now, when it comes to what's going on right now in society, we have a lot of men who are not focused. They don't know what they want out of life. They're misdirected and misguided. We have a lot of people, if you watch most of the YouTube channels today, there are certain factions of men that people call simps or beta males or alpha males or whatever category you find yourself into. This is a systemic situation that has occurred over the years, okay? Because like I said, I am not here trying to judge anyone. I'm not here trying to criticize, but just based on my observation and things that I have seen over the years, okay? So unfortunately, most of the males today have been indoctrinated to think that they have to be submissive, they have to forget their purpose in life, they have to be more feminine, and they have to be more subdued. Okay, no society survives if the men are acting otherwise. Okay, men must be allowed to be men. I'm not saying you have to go out of control. I'm not saying you have to be aggressive. You can still be a man and still be loving and still be caring and still have a purpose for yourself. So my advice for most people is, most of the young men today are misguided. Okay, when you're young, all you care about is fashion, going out to party, to drink, chasing girls, going to nightclubs. I'm not saying you can't do any of those things. Okay, you can do whatever you want, but this is my advice to the young men out there today. Okay, if you're watching this video and you're a young guy, let's say you're in your 20s to, let's say, your mid 20s approaching 30s, this video is directed at you, or this segment of my video. Okay, number one, you have to spend your youth wisely. Okay, I know the temptation is there for you to party with your friends, for you to spend money on frivolous things, getting the latest phones, getting the latest electronics, getting the latest shoe or the latest sneakers or whatever. Okay, most young guys today spend all their money, all their paycheck on things that don't matter, because they're trying to impress women. And then the women that they're trying to impress, okay, are not interested in them. So women are always looking for, they're always trying to look for a guy who is so-called high value, who has more potential than a guy who's on the same age or the same level with them. Okay, so what happens is the young men today are misguided, and unfortunately most young men today are brought up in families. I know this is going to be controversial, but are brought up in single family households where you probably have a single mom trying to raise men. Nothing against single moms. Single moms are awesome. They're doing a great job trying to raise their kids. Sometimes not through a fault of their own. They end up being a single mom. Okay, it could be so many reasons why somebody is a single mother. Okay, but I'm not here trying to judge single moms. I'm just saying sometimes it's very difficult for a woman to raise a man. So most men today are raised by women, and unfortunately, this men have lost their focus, they've lost their bearing. So what happens is you have guys who are constantly trying to seek approval from women, and unfortunately because of that they make some very crazy and stupid financial decisions, like spending all sorts of money on clothing, on drinking, on drugs, etc. So there's a plethora of things that these young men spend their money on. So they spend their youth wasting money trying to impress women that really don't care about them, because the younger girls are looking at the older guys that are accomplished, that have money, that have status. So you are trying to compete with men that have already defined themselves. So my advice to you as a young guy watching this video today is, now is the time for you to create a game plan for yourself. Now is the time for you to stay focused. Now is the time for you to decide what you want out of life. Forget the girls, okay? When you level yourself up, when you build yourself to that level, the women are going to come to you. Okay, this is something that my dad told me. He always told me, stay focused on yourself, stay focused on your goals, and the women will come. You will be in a position to choose who you want to be with. Okay, you'll be in a position to be selective of the kind of partner you want. Okay, so if you're a young guy today and you're watching this video and you're part of my subscriber base, or you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because every week I share massive content and massive information that can really help you. I'm speaking from experience. Okay, I am 55 years old. I have made mistakes in the past. I have made mistakes before, and I've had successes in life. But I'm just trying to help you young guys out there who are missing a father figure. Okay, so you want to make sure that you spend your youth setting yourself up. So which means you want to stay focused on your job. If you have a job, you want to stay focused on starting a business. Okay, you want to stay focused on increasing your income sources, having multiple sources of income. Okay, instead of chasing girls, wasting your money on irrelevant things that are not going to be beneficial to you. So if you're a young guy and you're listening to this video right now, you're watching this video right now, take my advice, spend the next 10 years of your life. If you're in your 20s, spend 10 years to build a financial fortune. So by the time you're 30, then you can party as much as you want. Then you can go to the clubs as much as you want. Then you can afford anything you want, and you can have the nicest looking girls out there chasing you. And then you'll be selective. But unfortunately, young guys today are constantly chasing the wrong things. So this is one life lesson that young men, okay, have to, adhere to. You have to listen to me. I'm talking from experience, okay? I'm very passionate about this because I see so many young men today that are, heading in the wrong direction. They're misguided. They have no focus. They have no purpose in life, okay? So make it a point of duty. Next 10 years, if you're in your 20s, next 10 years, buckle down. I'm not saying you can't go out and party with friends, but don't make it every single day, every single weekend you have to go out and party. Okay, you want to make sure that you create time to have fun, but at the same time, you stay focused on building your wealth, building your financial foundation. So that way, nothing can come between you and your family when you eventually start a family. Those are some of the mistakes that I made when I was growing up. I did not spend my 20s setting myself up because I didn't have this knowledge. Okay, so I'm trying to share this knowledge with you, with my subscribers, okay, so that you don't make the same mistakes that I made. If I could go back and do things, I would spend my 20s building a fortune, so by the time I'm in my 30s, I'll be in a better position. And same thing, if you're in your 30s, spend the next 10 years setting yourself up financially, so by the time you're in your 40s, you are all set. Okay? But unfortunately, most people today, most young men today are into social media. They see all these things on social media, and everybody's looking for a quick way to get wealthy, when it takes time, it takes effort, it takes focus, it takes commitment. So my advice to you, life lesson for young men out there, is spend the next 5 to 10 years setting yourself up financially, and then you have the rest of your life to party, to travel, to do whatever you want. So I hope you found value there. Now, this segment is for my beautiful female subscribers, okay? If this is your first time here watching my video, I want to thank you for being here, because based on my analytics, a majority of my subscribers are men, and I think it's about 75% are men and 25% are female. So I want to thank all the females that have been there for me. Now, if you are a young lady, you're probably just finishing school, or you finished school and you have a career going, okay? Unfortunately, the trend I see today is, I see a lot of videos on YouTube where you have all these women who are in their 40s complaining about men. There are no nice guys out there. Well, unfortunately, the same women spent their youth, okay, being promiscuous and not having value for themselves. They were busy chasing men and doing all this stuff, or some of them were actually settled down with people, but unfortunately they were not fulfilled. So now you have women who are now in their 40s, either they've been single or never got married, okay, or they're single moms, or maybe don't have any kids, but now they're all on social media complaining how there are not enough nice guys out there. What would you expect? Okay, you spent your youth doing things that are not going to better you. Okay, you spent your youth chasing things that were not going to be beneficial to you financially. So my advice to the young ladies out there is spend your youth, okay, maximize your youth. If you're in school, get your degree, get a nice job, but that's when you want to start thinking of settling down and starting a family, if you choose to do that, and finding a suitable mate. Okay, I'm not saying everyone has to get married, everybody has to have a family, everybody has, but if that's what you want, because that's what's happening to most women today, they get into a point in their lives where they've never been married, they've always gone after their careers, okay, and never thought about maybe being there, maybe starting a family or doing things, okay? They were very focused on their career. I'm not saying you shouldn't be focused on your career. I'm not saying kids are everything. But unfortunately, that's what's happening to most women today, because women have been lied to. Women have been told you have to be independent, you have to be self-sufficient, which is great. But at the same time, okay, where has that gotten all the women? I know this is going to be a very controversial video, and I really don't care. I'm just speaking from the heart. I'm just trying to help as many people out there avoid the mistakes and the traps that people get themselves into. Okay, if you're a young lady out there, I am not saying you shouldn't be self-sufficient, you shouldn't be independent. At the same time, okay, there is a reason why we have men and we have women. Okay, we complement each other. Okay, unfortunately today, most of the women I see are trying to be men. There's just no way that's going to happen. Most of the women today are trying to take care of the families themselves. They're trying to support their family. They're trying to do all these things themselves without help. Okay? We complement each other. Men need women. Women need men. So I see a lot of women on social media acting like they're the boss. They're this, they're that. Yes, you can be your boss, but everything has its place. Okay? So all the young ladies out there, when you're in your prime, okay, like your 20s to your late 20s, that's the best time for you to start your family, to settle down, to get things going. Because if you're still single by the time you're 30 or 34, 35, your biological clock that window is closing for most women. Now, if you choose not to have kids, that's okay. But there's something joyful about having kids, about you know, increasing your gene pool. Okay, there's a sense of fulfillment when you have, you know, offsprings, and you have, you know, things, you know, you're settled, you have things going for you. When you're in your 40s is not when you should be wondering, where are all the nice guys? Where did all the nice guys go? Okay, what did you do from your 20s to now? For some people, they wasted it. They wanted to go to bars, they wanted to go to parties, they wanted to do all these crazy things instead of focusing on themselves, okay? Maximizing their youth as a female, okay? That's your prime. That's when you should be finding your guy to settle with, not going to clubs, you know, doing all this crazy stuff and devaluing yourself. Now you're in your 30s, late 30s, 40s. Who wants to settle with someone who's already in their 40s or 50s? Most guys at that age are looking for younger girls. I'm sorry to say. That's the society we live in today. So I'm not here trying to throw stones or trying to put anyone down. I'm just saying this is a candid advice to young girls out there, young women out there. Your 20s is your prime. That's when you set yourself up. That's when you find a suitable partner. Now, there are no guarantees in life. However, if you spend your 20s, which is your prime, you know, finding a suitable mate or finding a suitable partner, okay, because we live in a society now where, you know, anything goes, then you'll be all set. But there's no guarantee. Okay? You have to be there for each other. Like I said in a previous video, social media can be a blessing and can be a curse. Because what most people do today is they go on social media and they see certain things and they see certain couples and they think that's how life is. Life is not like that. Life is not like what you see on social media, which is why we have issues with people on social media that are getting into trouble, you know, because they're portraying a lifestyle that's a lie. So that's my rant for today. So I hope you found this useful, you found this informative, and I'm sorry if I've offended anyone, but I'm just speaking from life's experience and life lessons learned. If you go on YouTube today, you will see a lot of people who are very unhappy, who are very unfulfilled. And it all starts from, you know, from our families, from having, you know, a structure, okay, having a decent foundation. And then that affects our financial life, our physical well-being, our spiritual well-being, okay? And then we're all, you know, in a deficit. So I'm not a preacher, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a tax professional, I'm not a love guru or a relationship guru. I'm just a regular guy who has had some experiences in life, and I'm just trying to help as many people as possible avoid the mistakes that I have made and things that I see going on. So thank you again for being here, and I'm so happy that you're here and you've seen this video. Make sure you share this video with someone that you think might benefit from it, because there are lots of people out there who are lost and they need to hear this. Okay, so thank you again, and please share this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so YouTube will notify you of my latest videos. So thank you again, and remember, be true to yourself, be true to your goals, and never ever give up. And I'll catch you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.